Doddie. We were saying we last met about 2 years ago, didn't we? So how have you been?
Well, not too bad, brother. It's always lovely to catch up with you. I think there's quite a bit of progression with the MND, so I need a lot more help to walk as a bad fall in February. There's lost my confidence in walking. So with that, I need somebody to hold on to me while I walk. Because you've got to remember my hands and arms don't work. So if I do fall, I do trip, I go flat down. And with that, be 6'6", it's quite a long way and quite a hard hit on the floor. I do need quite a bit of help with shower, food, drinking. But in doing that, I'm still here, still serving, still able to control the TV controls. So with that, it's still annoying the kids, the family, friends. Some things are not that bad.
You've got this new book out, Doddies Diary, which I just finished reading this morning. I really enjoyed it. You say in the book that what you find most difficult about having MND is you're having to become more and more reliant on other people. Do you find that very difficult?
Well, maybe not so much now, but the early stages, definitely yes. Because I think as a sportsman, you want to do everything yourself, and you can't really do that. So my good lady Kathy has been truly amazing. So she's got to shower me, shave me, take me to the toilet, feed me, do everything that way. I think with that, Ronnie, for the patient, yeah, it's very hard, but for the family, it must be even harder. They've been able to see the progression with MND, but look, at the end of the day, the life expectancy is between maybe 1 or 3 years. This December, we've been living diagnosed for 5 years, so there's no need to grumble. Get up and get on and enjoy it while you can, and that's what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, certainly, the book talks about the last 3 years, what you've been up to. My goodness, you've been really busy, haven't you? I mean, and so committed to fundraising and just living life to the full.
Well, I think that's been my motto, live every day while you can, from day one, and yes, we have, and that's a big thing about my fundraising is for a very serious cause, but at the end of the day, it's all good fun and what people are doing, coming together, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, for myself, but I think the book shows that we're spending a lot of time with family, friends as well, but life is certainly for living, and over the last 3 or 4 years, we've been doing that quite well.
You have indeed. And, you talk in the book also about, the power of positive thinking. I mean, you really believe in that. And I know that when you speak to other people that have got MND, you've said to them how important it is, the power of positive thinking. Has that really helped you, do you think?
Well, I think it has, Rona. 5 years on, I don't know why I am when some people are not. As we mentioned before, there's no cure, there's one drug. But I've always thought that I'll fight MND. I don't know if it's got to do with my rugby. So every day you get up and go, right, I'm not going to allow you to involve yourself as much as you would like MND. So, for example, I still go upstairs to bed. So with that, I'm one up with MND. I still enjoy a little Guinness and red wine. So
a lot of Guinness and red wine, let's be honest, Doddie.
No, but you're right, is Guinness helping me, is red wine helping me, is going to the gym, chiropractor, swimming, sports physio that I do every week. You don't know the answer to these questions. And the issue of MND has been around for 30, 40, 50 years. So there is quite a lot of frustration there.
That must be awful to be diagnosed with MND. We have spoken about this before, but then to be told there's nothing we can do There's nothing we can do for you.
That's the hardest part of it all. And there's nothing there. There's no helping the weight. Does not help. Does this help? Does having a high calorie diet help, sort of thing. And I'm very lucky in a lot of ways. We are the family, friends, we've got the medical team behind me.
You also express your frustration and indeed anger, and you're a laid-back guy, Doddie, so I don't often hear you saying you're angry, but you're angry almost at the fact that the scientific community has come together during the pandemic to find this vaccine, and there's a vaccine after, what, a year and a half, whereas with MND there's still only one drug.
Yeah. By the way, though, Rona, there is a bit of hope around the corner because there's trials starting in Edinburgh at the Anne Clinic with Ewan MacDonald and Professor Chandran on the SMART trials. So that's the first major trials ever in the UK to find a cure for MND. There's a new one about to start in England as well and over Europe. So there's things making waves, but it just seems to take so long happening. There's still nothing new in the table that we as patients can take to prolong a life. And with that you think, come on, a bit annoying, but there's hope around the corner. I think the book reflects that a little bit, that things are happening now, which is quite good.
I mean, and your foundation has raised, over 7 million, is that right? And the money still keeps coming. I mean, it's incredible.
Well, the incredible part is we spend 7 million, so we've raised a little bit more than that, but the generosity and the support, even through COVID, has been staggering. It still makes me very emotional when that does happen. But we're not only putting money to research to find a cure or stop it. The foundation has spent nearly £1 million helping people with MND who are less fortunate than I am, and that's very heartwarming.
Yeah, you're so positive in the book and you're so compassionate about other people. I just found that really moving.
Yeah, but I think the big thing is that when you got this issue, to be helped is quite difficult, but to help is a lot easier. So my way is to help other people with MND, and we do that with a lot of different angles. We did the podcast. We've got a booklet out helping people in my journey, what they could maybe look at, websites to see if drugs are good for you or not, the side effects, just to give them information that I've gone through and found quite difficult.
Let me just finish by asking you, what are your goals now? What motivates you when you get up in the morning?
Well, the motivation for last week has been my wife's birthday that we celebrated, yesterday, but it's probably a 3 or 4 day celebration. The next thing we're looking at is probably Christmas and my eldest son's 21st. And along the way, trying to raise awareness. Because I always thought from day one, when you got a problem, find a solution. And I think I still stays the same to this day.
Well, Doddie, it's been so lovely talking to you.
You won't believe it, but I've had to drag myself out, I should be saying that. Because you kill me every time emotionally, so... but lovely to see you, and hopefully we'll catch up very soon.
Thank you so much for joining us, Doddie.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.